Jimmy's Jam Box. Keep jamming. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode. Jimmy's Jam Box. We're here. We're back at it again, and we're going to get on into it. But before we do, as always, please make sure to like, subscribe, push all the buttons, do all the things. You know, I don't know where they are, but you do, and I trust you. With that being said, let's go ahead and get on into it. Here is today's guest.
Yo, what's happening, Jimmy, man? How you feeling, baby?
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are.
Sure. Hey, man, I'm KG King. For those of y'all who don't know, from the A, popped out to the 503 just to kind of make something happen and kind of rock out, man. So, yeah, I'm here, gang.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about, what you're from, where you're from, what you do. Give us that, Tinder profile of your involvement with music.
Yeah, Tinder profile, and I like that. Yeah, bro, I'm about to go ahead and put them on. But, yeah, man, from the 404, Atlanta. I wear that proud and I wear it on my chest. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta's cool, man. But it's like a different place. It's a different vibe. Bro. So, it was kind of like an adjustment, coming to Portland doing music. But, yeah, man, hey, shout out Big Graham, long live Big Graham, salute Big Dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mello, he's the reason why I even got into making music.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? What got you started initially?
Big Graham, man.
Okay.
Big Graham. Yeah, man, that's my boy. Funny story about Big Graham. So the first time I met him, right? I want to say it was probably October 17, maybe 2017. And so, but he put on a beat. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, bro, here we go. Another white boy trying to rap. I was like, all right, here we go. But then from from the first bar to the very last bar, he just he snapped, bro. He really went in.
Oh, yeah.
And then at that point, at that point in time in my life, I didn't even know that I could rap.
Oh, okay.
So
that was just the moment for you.
Bro, that was the moment. And I literally just right after his bar, I just hopped in and bro, I spit a whole I probably spit a whole 32 and didn't even know I could rap.
Okay.
Had no clue that I could rap, So yeah, that's kind of where my inspiration comes from, as far as music.
Yeah.
Just to kind of keep his name alive and I kind of have him in the back of my head, every studio session, every show.
Yeah.
Everything. So yeah, man, shout out Big Graham, boy.
Now, excuse me. When you were younger, or when you first found out you could do that, leading up to that, were you ever into writing or reading or English or anything like that, as a structured thing, or you just figured it out and you were like, all right, this is it?
I just figured it out, man.
Hell yeah.
I never even thought that I would, be an artist. I never even went down that path.
Oh.
I played baseball in high school.
Okay, I was about to say, was it sports then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was sports, man. Sports. And yeah, I played baseball in college, and I was in the military, and so.
Oh, gotcha.
I kind of thought that I was gonna go on a different route. Rap wasn't even in my.
Well, when did you?
Even in my forefront.
When did you get started with rap then?
Probably a year consistently.
Okay, so you haven't been in it long at all.
No, not at all.
All right.
Yeah, very consistent. Yep. Yeah, probably a year maybe.
Oh yeah. Okay, now we've got we've got a couple more foundation questions we're going to go to, because these are definitely fun ones. And this next one, it's definitely a crowd favorite.
Shoot.
Yep.
All right, I'm excited. Oh shoot.
What was the first album you ever bought with your own money?
The first album I ever bought with my own money, none.
Okay. Yeah, there's a line where everybody either went to downloading or streaming.
Right, yeah. I came up in that LimeWire era. So I came up in that era, where we can just kind of download the songs. But yeah, no, man, I've never. Oh, actually,
I was gonna say you don't have a CD.
I lied. I do. It was "Beware of Dog" by Lil Bow Wow.
Okay,
that was the first album I ever bought.
You know what? Strangely enough, that's definitely not the first time that's been said.
Beware of Dog.
Hell yeah.
Bow Wow was the first album I ever bought. Yeah.
He was like a weirdly like influential point for like a specific moment.
Right.
Like you was. Either like he was only there for like what seemed like forever, but was really like the tiniest amount of time. But if you knew him, you knew him. You know what I mean?
And
like
it did seem like forever, didn't it?
Yeah, like
it seemed forever.
It seemed like he had been there forever.
Right.
Like what was the NSYNC brother's name? Aaron Carter.
Okay, yeah,
like
for sure.
Like suddenly he was there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that's wild. But yeah, bro. So like, I mean, that's the first album I've ever bought with my with my own money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out Bow Wow on God.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to be on the show,
hey man,
open invite,
bro. This is an open invite right here, Mr. Shad Moss.
Hell yeah! And then, what was the first show you ever went to? That was like one you wanted to go to.
The first show I ever went to, I would have to say, damn man, that's a tough one because I went to a lot of good shows. But like I've seen Wiz, like I've seen Travis Scott, like I've seen like a lot of really good artists.
But like, what was like like I said, what was that like first defining
tough,
one?
Man. Yeah, bro. Like I'm kind of going through my thought process. Like this is tough, man. I'd probably have to say, Travis Scott, man, the Astroworld tour.
Hell yeah.
And bro, like he's in Portland too this weekend, so you know.
Well, by the time this comes out, it would have been a few weekends ago. But
a few weekends ago. Yeah, that's
hell yeah
out there. Yeah,
hell yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get to know you as the artist.
For sure.
And we're going to get the easy one out of the way.
All right, for sure.
How'd you pick your name?
How'd I pick my name? Well, KG. KG was my nickname growing up. Mm-hmm. And the King thing just kind of came out of nowhere. I genuinely don't even know, like, why I, like, put the King on it. But, it just kind of happened, bro. Like, I was just like, you know what? I feel like I'm royalty, so I'm just going to, KG King, just like something nice and simple.
Oh, yeah.
And I mind you, but like I know rappers change their names and they do all this other stuff. So, this may or may not even be like my final rap name, but
yeah,
this is like my first one. So,
fair. Man, Most Def changed his late.
And
everybody was just okay with it.
Everybody was
like, y'all seen bad. Let's go. All right. That's, I bet. So, yeah, if he can do it then, anybody can do it anytime.
Yeah,
I think
pretty sure I can go ahead and rock out and switch, whenever I want to.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, sorry, sire. I have to crack another one.
No, you're good.
I have to crack another one. You always got to wipe off the...
Yeah.
You always got to wipe off the... Because, like...
You just never know.
Yeah, you just
never know,
man. You never know.
I remember I went and got a 6-pack once, and I looked, and it was like moldy on the top.
You see, that's man. You got to make sure, like, and see, it's a little shit on my beard right now. I need to...
But what if that came from you wiping it with your shirt? Oh, the paradox. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about your writing process. And we're going to go through it in steps, but we're going to start right from the beginning. When you get inspired, so like when it's time to sit down and make music, what do you do? What do you do to get into it?
To be honest, man, I just pop a couple shrooms and kind of just sit back. Man, I'll go through probably like 150, 200 beats,
Damn.
First, I have to be inspired by like an idea.
Yeah.
So like, something has to inspire me to be like, okay, I want to write, like, now's the time to go ahead and write. And I'll just, I'll just bump just probably like 150, 200 beats. So, kind of that genre, like, I feel like would like, relate to that like initial inspiration.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know, man, but yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Like, I'll just sit there and I'll just vibe out. And like, if I don't like a beat in like the first like 20, 30 seconds, I'm just like, next.
Just Marie Kondoing it. If it doesn't bring you joy, you're just like, nah.
Yeah, I just kind of, I just next. Like, I don't really have the time to sit there and...
When you have that many beats available to you too, I think it's gotta almost be entirely based off inspiration.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Which, like, what a time. You know what I mean? What a time to have, like to just have hundreds of beats available to you. Like, we have it easy in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah.
I know like a lot of producers, so, bro, like they'll just send me beat packs, just random as fuck, and I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
And I'll just go through all the beats, and honestly, out of every 100 beats, like in my own personal experience, or like, from my own personal experience, like I'd say probably like you might find 3 or 4 good ones that you're really just like,
well, I mean,
okay, this might be the one. Like, you know, out of like 100. So it's like, you got to find something that's going to catch your ear, because if it catches your ear, then it's going to catch the audience's ear.
Exactly.
So you can't just go off of your own personal preference on beats. I mean, we make music for the fans. Like, we don't make music for ourselves, and that's like the harsh reality of it.
You know, I think it's fair to say it can be both. I think when you really sit down with it, if you look at albums, if you look at albums proper,
that's fair.
There are obviously songs that are for the fans.
That's fair.
And then there are obviously songs for the artists. And then there are some that are in the middle. Like, there are some that you're like, wait a second. Like,
that's true.
I reference this one a lot, but I'm going to bring it up again, y'all.
That's fair. Yeah.
Chromeo did a song called Mama's Boy.
Okay.
And it's like a doo-wop jam. Chromeo's a duo.
Doo-wop?
Yeah, and Chromeo's a duo. And the main guy was like, yo, I'm really not feeling this. Really? And the other half was like, yo, trust me, this is a jam. And everybody loves it. And it's got to be fun to play. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be fun to play. So I think that it's one of those. You know what I mean? Like, I think that there comes times where, like, you have to make the decision. You shouldn't only do one or the other if you don't want to.
Right.
But you, to achieve a wider reach, you've got to be conscious of what is present.
Exactly.
And know how to utilize that if you want to.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
hell yeah.
I kind of feel that way, boo.
And then what would you say is like the general window of time for you to get a track to where it's ready to perform?
Now, performing is different because, you know, you got to practice it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to, like, right after we left the studio sometimes, like, I'll just play that song. Like, I'll play that song probably like 50, probably like 100 times in the night, just so I can know everybody's ad-libs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm with the pharmacy right now. So,
shout out the pharmacy
gang going crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, you know, other people, man, like, they could even vouch for this. Like, I was staying with my boy James at the time. And right after we made Medicine Man, like, I'm just in my room. Like, I'm literally in the room, and I'm just like, you know, if I can rewind, start again, like, you know, rewind, play again. Like, I'm like, I probably listened to that song probably like 100 and some change, probably like 100 times, like, in some change, like that single night. And so, like, you know, performing, it takes like a lot more preparation. So, I mean, I would say probably like, I mean, at least a couple weeks, maybe. Like, okay. I mean, that's for kind of like a fast moving artist, or, you know, kind of like experienced artist, I would say. Like,
well, for you, that's what I was saying. Like, for you, how long would you?
A couple weeks. I mean, me personally, bro, probably like a couple weeks. Okay, you know, 3 weeks at the most.
Oh yeah. Do you ever write down do you write your lyrics when you like?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already have them written. Before you sit down with it. Okay, cool.
Ready to go. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I already got them. Yeah, I already got them going.
Oh, yeah. And then what would you say is the usual window of time where like a track is ready to put out? Like what would you say, like getting into the studio and getting it recorded and things like that?
I mean, that kind of depends on the like on the dedication of everyone. Like, I mean, if it's just you as a solo artist, I mean, like, you know, get in the studio probably like a couple times and, you know, make sure like it's mixed and mastered right. And I mean, like, there's so many components like that actually plays a part into dropping a song.
Oh boy, don't we know? Don't we know?
It's like, you got to do the promo for the song. Like, you have to go and you have to, like, you know, reach out to people, and also like you have to support other artists. Like, and that's kind of like a big part of, you know, I feel like most people don't really understand. Like, they go out and they just drop songs, but A, like, I mean, they're not supporting any other artists. Like, B, you know, they don't make an appearance. Like, you know, they don't network. Like, all of that plays a part. In dropping a single, like, you know, and like, you got to create content for your song. I mean, really, content creation, that should have been number one. I should have said that shit off the rip, because, like, I mean, that's just, you know, that's just like the way that this world is moving nowadays. Like, content creation, like, you have to produce quality content in order to grasp your audience. So, I mean, like, as far as dropping a song, man, like, I mean, if you got the budget for it, probably like, you know, 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
Maybe a month. Like, if this is like a big one that you may really want to drop, I mean, like, you might try to get it like submitted, like to get played on the radio, or like on like a Spotify playlist, or, you know, something like that. Like, you know, if you really just want to go balls to the wall with it, then yeah, it's probably going to take like a solid month drop to you know, make sure that all your ducks are in a row.
Oh yeah. And now, Do you mainly perform with the group, or do you also perform as the individual?
So I've had individual performances,
Okay.
and I actually did an arena show.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. Shout out Free Agents and Soul Luna, bro. For sure.
Hell yeah.
Big salute on that. It was a Sub the Smoke tour with Boosie, Waka Flocka.
Oh, okay.
3-6 Mafia. So yeah, man, that shit was kind of wild. But and like I was like originally only hype man in Four Soul, but you know they gave me like a song, you know, just for kind of compensation, like as far as like, you know, me hyping him up type deal.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, like, you know, I do my own solo sets like as well.
Okay.
But I mean, I just feel like us as the pharmacy right now, man, like we're just a lot stronger as the pharmacy. Like, man, Jedi is one of the most talented lyricists I know. Chain Taylor, man, like,
hell yeah.
You know, done a lot for the community as well.
Hell yeah. Who may or may not be coming on the show soon.
Yeah. Yes, bro. We talked. Yeah.
And then we've only got one more member to go, and then we'll have all three of you on as a group.
You know. Yeah. I can't wait to get all three of us on as a group, man.
Hell yeah. A little bit of foreshadowing for everybody at home.
You know.
But tell us about. Let's focus on you as the individual then.
Right.
What is it you enjoy about your sound at the moment?
My sound, man, I kind of had to find myself as an artist. Like I had to kind of see what sounds best, you know, coming from me, like, and not only to me, but as far as like, you know, the audience being like, you know, receptive to my sound. And so like, I would say my favorite part would just be like my melody and just like, you know, the energy that I bring, you know, to a track.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you know, I basically like, bro, I just know how to freak a beat. Like, I'm just going to keep it a buck. I just know how to freak a beat, man.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know. So yeah.
Hell yeah. And then tell us about. Do you have any fun? Excuse me. Do you have any fun show stories? Got to find a better way to say that.
Oh, any fun show stories? Oh,
yeah,
bro. We had one in Arizona. This
crazy. This is already starting off good.
Yeah, man. We had one. I'll drink to that. Yeah, we. We had one in Arizona. First of all, it was 1,000 goddamn degrees outside.
Well, I mean,
so like
it was in Arizona. Yeah,
it was 1,000 damn degrees outside, and so, and I mean, bro, like we're kind of, you know, it's like a little weekend tour, so like, you know, it's cool. But I mean, like, you know, straight off the flight, you know, straight to the Airbnb, right to the venue, like, you know, go home, shower, change, get some food, and like you're right back at the venue, like for the show. And so, man, the show was, like, you know, it was a little up and down. Like, it wasn't really good. Like, it wasn't bad. But, like, you know, right when it started picking up and then, like, you know, something was happening. So, this kid, man, like, he's probably, like, I don't know how old he was, but I know he wasn't old enough to be drinking. And we did not supply any type of alcohol to this kid. So, turns out, like, he was drinking, like, before he even, you know, like came in the venue.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, it's like a phone party too. So, you know,
okay,
like, we're out in the backyard, like, you know, right in like the back of the venue, just kind of like, you know, having a good time. And like, you know, everybody's diving like in the foam, like, you know, we're all out, you know, having a great time. And out of nowhere, like this kid just like passes out, like he just falls the fuck out. We're just like, like, I don't know, bro. We're like, is he good? Like, you know, what's going on? And you know, so the ambulance had to come and everything. It was kind of wild. So it kind of turned the night, like it kind of made the night like, you know, it made the night like a little wild. Like, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say like that it was funny, but it was just like, bro, like you know, I mean, bro, like I got show stories for days, man. I got show stories for days. But yeah, that was definitely it was a very eventful night that night. But yeah, that night was kind of wild. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, now we've got one last question to go for like the artist focus portion.
For sure.
And this is a little bit more of a dense question.
Okay.
But we, you know, the show talks a lot about like what happens because of music, the interactions between like the outside things and all that.
Right.
But what is it about the process of making music that you enjoy the most?
Well, it's just kind of getting them, you know, creative juices flowing, man. Like you just like, it's almost like a euphoric sense that I have, like, you know, when I'm writing music, like, and I know that I got like a banger, I'm like, oh, fuck, like, yeah, this is gonna be the one. I'm like, oh, man. But like the harsh reality of it is, like, as far as being an artist, like, just because you think it's a banger, that doesn't mean that like you know, like the world is going to think it's a banger, but I still enjoy the process as far as like just the creative process of like, you know, when I get in my zen and I just start writing and I just start, you know, creative something, like I have a vision. The vision comes first. And so right when I see that vision, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I need to write. I'm like, I need to go write because I'm going to lose it. Like I'm going to lose, you know, my vision. Like I'm going to lose like that, you know, initial momentum of that. And so, yeah, man, like it's just kind of, you know, it's just like the rush of just like coming up with something great, man. It's, you know, it's like the rush. So yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive on into some hypothetical questions.
Oh, shit.
And these literally, sky's the limits. There are no wrong answers. They're all made up.
For sure.
If you could work with any one person who's currently alive, and it could be anybody, who would you work with and how would you want to work with them?
Wow, that's a good question. I mean, me personally, and not even just because like he's a rapper, but I think I'd just work with Wiz Khalifa, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I've been TGOD, like, bro, since I was like, you know, right when Taylor Gang started to, because like I'm from Atlanta, so like, bro, I was rocking the damn, you know, Chuck T's, like, you know, with the high white socks. Like, you know, I would even go thrifting and get like a, you know, army camo vest, and I would, you know, cut the sleeves off, and I'd have on like the snapbacks. Man, I had so many goddamn snapbacks, bro. But it was just the way that he built his brand, and all of his homies too. Like they're all on that same wave, and so that showed me that like he knows how to build an empire. Like he knows how to build an empire. I mean, like, you know, every community loves him because, bro, like he gives back, man. Like he does his thing, like, you know, takes care of his kids. So I'm like, yeah, man, Wiz Khalifa for sure would definitely be the one person that I would want to, for sure, Wiz.
Hell yeah. How would you want to work with him? Like, what if you like got a day with him? What would you want to do?
Well, I mean, I would have to see what his blueprint was. Like, if there was any type of way. I
mean, again, hypothetical. So any capacity.
For sure. Yeah.
Like,
bro, you know,
like best case scenario. Best case scenario. It's not like I'm about to open the door and be like, surprise, Wiz, hello, thanks for coming and joining us for just this segment.
I just start rapping his fucking lyrics, but yeah, no, man. Like, I would just see what his blueprint was. I would just try to get as much game as I could. Like, I would also try to see how I can emulate that with. I won't really say that like I would want to, like, there's nothing like specific that I believe like that I can honestly offer Wiz. Like I can't. I mean, come on.
No, I mean it's a learning situation for sure.
Anything. So it's like I would just more try to, you know, get game from him. Like I would just try to see like, you know, the blueprint, like the steps that he put into place to. Like, you know, get to where he is today because, you know, I'm KG King, baby. So I gotta, I gotta build an empire, dog. So I gotta figure out how he did that. So,
I feel
that'd kind of be my stance on that. Yeah, it wouldn't really be as far as like, you know, will I work with him? I mean, bro, I would love to work with Wiz, but I mean, I feel like I can't really offer Wiz anything. Like, what am I gonna offer Wiz? Like, Wiz has everything. I can't really offer him anything.
Hey, man, you know, I think. There are some people in the world that they just benefit from being around people. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like for me, like I've recently thought of an answer for this question. I usually don't answer this one as well, but I have a fun one. I would want to sit down with Killer Mike.
Really?
Yeah.
Why Killer Mike?
I like his presence as a person. I would really like I would like to spend time in the room and see like, not even like so much for an interview, but just how he responds to things, like his way of thinking, because it's just his way of presenting himself is just so particular that I'm curious to know what the person behind the voice is really like. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, that's deep.
Yeah,
but you know, I came up on Killer Mike, so I came up on the Bone Crushers, Killer Mike, Yin Yang Twins. So yeah, I came up on all of that. So that's very interesting that you say Killer Mike.
Hell yeah. And Killer Mike, if you ever want to be on the show.
On God.
Open invite. And then subsequently, going back, kind of tying off of the first question, who's a local artist that you're aware of that you just haven't gotten to connect with yet, but you would like to?
Oh man. It's so many. But One would probably be damn, bro, what's her name? Senna or Senna Win Senna Win or Senna Win? Bro, like she's like a blondie, bro. Like,
is it Winnie?
Winnie? I don't know how to pronounce her name, bro, but she's been killing the fucking game, bro.
Yeah. She also just got back from a big old tour.
Yeah, from a big tour.
Yeah.
And I think she actually did a tour out in where she actually performed here in Portland recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like I would love to, connect with Senna. So, I'm so sorry that I don't know how to pronounce her name. Do not hold that against me for future endeavors. I just want to say that. All right.
The fun part is that she probably didn't hear half of that because you hit the mic. Or because you didn't say it into the mic. But we won't judge you on it. Yeah, we won't judge you on it. I'll turn up the gain on that. All right, I'll make sure you're heard. I'll make sure you're heard. We're gonna find out just how good these microphones are with this episode.
Do not hate me. I'm sorry. I just didn't know how to pronounce your name, but I would love to tap in with you one day.
Hell yeah. All right, and then if
that's got to be on a bloopers reel because I hit the mic.
Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We don't edit anything. No. By the way, everybody watching this right now is going to hear us say it. Yeah, there's no edits. Here we go.
Hilarious because I was like pointing at the camera. I was like, "Yeah, I just did that."
Actually, can you bring the mic back just a little bit closer to you?
Of course.
Perfect. Want to make sure they can hear you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, and get back into it. If you could get one album from somebody who's not making music anymore, either because they don't do it anymore, they're not around anymore, but if you can get one more album, who would it be from?
What, man? I had to say, this man was a one-hit wonder, but let me tell you something. There's still people rapping his songs today.
I'm so excited for this.
A Chamillionaire album. I like, let me tell you.
Okay.
I would listen, bro.
Yep.
I would love a Chamillionaire album just for the sense of like, he really gave us one of the best bangers ever in life. Like it was a one hit, like, bro, no disrespect, Chamillionaire, but it was definitely a one hit. But that shit was, bro. I can't even begin to just like. Even fucking Weird Al Yankovic did a parody to his song, like,
and that's how you know. That's how you know.
No, that was a number one.
Yep.
And if I had one more, it'd be Bow Wow. I don't care.
Okay. You know what?
Bow Wow.
Make it both of them.
Yeah.
I would listen to that whole album
front to back. Yep. I don't give a fuck.
I would only listen to it that way too.
Bro, I'm weak right now, but yeah, Chamillionaire definitely for sure, or Bow Wow.
Hell yeah! All right, now we've got one last hypothetical question to go, and this one's fun. This is a newer question. We're trying it out, seeing how it goes.
Bet.
If you could add an instrument into your act, like any instrument, no, again, sky's the limits.
Damn.
If you could add any instrument into your act, what would you add, and would you want to be the one that played it, or would you want someone else to? And again, if you chose to play it, you'd be good at it. So,
man, I'm gonna go ahead and get on my Squidward. I want clarinet. I want a clarinet in my track, bro. Like just to add that melody, like to that live performance. I feel like a clarinet would just be like, it would just be insane. Like I'm not gonna lie. I mean, because who the fuck?
I saw somebody put a saxophone like stem piece, like the little mouthpiece in the first like curve bit, onto a clarinet, and it makes it so much more expressive. Fun fact.
Yeah, no, that's
great. For those of you in the know, I don't know if it actually did anything or not, but it was cool. It was cool. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually how that works or not, but it sounded cool.
I had no clue that was even a thing. I didn't even know that they swap mouthpieces.
I imagine it was. I imagine it was made to fit, you know what I mean? Those parts aren't exactly interchangeable, but they're not so far from each other. They're just tubes. It's just a bunch of tubes, tubes and buttons. For some reason, the trumpet only has 3 buttons and it does a million sounds.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Not even a dig at trumpets. I'm just curious.
I don't even know how.
Any trumpet player, come on the show.
Yeah,
play some trumpet. Let's figure it out.
Play something. Play something.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you have coming up in, let's say, the first quarter of 2024?
First quarter of 2024, I mean, shit, 2023 ain't even over yet, bro, but we still got a lot coming in 2023, but 2024, A lot bigger shows, and we're actually thinking about coming out with a pharmacy EP. I'm gonna drop an EP on my own as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, really, couple EPs coming. I got a surprise on December 2nd. That's gonna be a huge event.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm kind of hype about that. But yeah, man, 2024 is just, constant elevation. We just going up, man. It's like, I mean, I've kind of learned to have my 80%. The other people's like 120. So like I've learned to pace myself.
So your rep is their max.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think I said that backwards, but you get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. But it's just like, like I've learned to pace myself, bro. Like, cause I'll just like, I would just go hard for like months on end, and then like I would just crash. But like that time, like where you're crashing, like that's when other people are like also like, consistently elevating. And I've learned to, take a weekend off. Like, I mean, bro, pretty much, all my months are like booked out nowadays. Like bro, we got shows every weekend. I got this wonderful interview like this, like on a Sunday night, which is amazing. Hold on, I want some chips. I ain't gonna lie, I got the munchies a little bit. But yeah, man. So it's just kind of like I've learned to pace myself. Basically.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, it's been working, so okay.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna have you put down the chips for this next part. So I'm gonna have you look straight at the camera and tell everybody how they can find you.
Well, you can find me on the gram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Snapchat, KG_King95. And I appreciate all follows. I appreciate all engagements. I appreciate all them. I appreciate all impressions. Yeah, see, I can't even talk. You see, like y'all got me messed up. But yep, KG_King95, baby. On the gram.
Hell yeah. And then any other plugs, any other shout outs, anybody else you want to put on while you're on here?
Man, I got a lot of people, man. I can make a book right now on the people who I would love to see on Jimmy's Jambox, man. Did you have YTC yet? Yellow Trash Can on here?
No, actually, shout out to Yellow Trash Can. I've heard the name a few times. If you want to be on the show, we'll definitely make that happen.
Yeah, bro. Yellow Trash Can, man. They're solid as fuck, man. Like, shout out Jit, Snug, shout out Burn Money. Have you gotten real 3 a.m. on here?
No.
He's a great artist, man.
Hell yeah.
Probably pop him.
I'm gonna be writing this down in post.
Yeah, bro. You gotta, pop them out. Victoria Abbott would be a good, she'd be a really good addition to the interview. Alana Rich, if you haven't, done her, Izzy Baba Mello, Shrista even, man. Like, Shrista's so funny, man. So she's like a fucking comedian. Like, she is like,
oh yeah, funny
as hell. But like, she's funny in person, and she's, like, she's opened up for like, A-listers. But like, she's a pretty big, comedian. But like, she makes music too, so it's kind of like she does.
Oh yeah,
both. So yeah, Shrista. But yeah, man, just like anybody that's rocking with me or the Pharmacy Gang. So. Yeah, pretty much all of these artists. Oh, Wayne Gray too. Wayne Gray is amazing.
Wayne's been on the show before. Shout out Wayne Gray for sure.
I'm like, Wayne is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, I love Wayne Gray, bro. He's amazing.
Hell yeah. All right, now we've got one last question to go. But before we do, I'm going to steal the camera for just a second.
Of course.
As always, y'all, please make sure to like, subscribe, push all the buttons, do all the things. I don't know where they are, but you do, and I trust you. And with that being said, the final question. What is your... Oh, wait, no, we changed it. I'm sorry. Ooh, I was about to ask you the old final question.
Yeah, but you almost got me, bro.
The new final question.
All right, bet.
What is a song that you think everybody should know?
Oh, In That Mood. In That Mood. It's a new Pharmacy song coming out. Okay. Probably early December, but it's a song that everybody should know. Nice and vibey, nice and cool. Like, while you riding with your lady at night, just like riding in the car.
So I'm going to modify this question because everybody keeps plugging their own music. I'm talking like one of those like deep cut what's that song that like everybody should know? Like mine's Feels Like Summer by Childish Gambino. Oh. Everybody should know that song. What is a song everybody should know?
A song everybody should know. It's a song called JJ's Chicken. Shout out my boy Tally Hendrix in Atlanta. Bro, this song's, done gone viral, but like it's got like a bunch of like plays on like Spotify and shit like that. When I say this is an amazing song, like I've experienced a lot of just like serotonin from this song.
Hell yeah.
Like this song is really an amazing song. So JJ's Chicken for sure. That's
Hell yeah.
right there.
Hell yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and get up on out of here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, yup.
Yeah, this has been another exciting episode of Jimmy's Jambox. I'm Jimmy.
I'm KG.
And we're signing off. Later, y'all.
That's a wrap.
This is not a podcast. This is a show.
Keep jamming.